Shalom, 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 shalom. Before we even get started in this lesson, first and foremost, want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakakadat. Secondly, want to give double honors to the Elders Apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and worthy of double honors. And third and lastly, want to give salutations to all the occupants of the hopeful elect that pushing forth this word and this truth in righteousness, sincerity throughout the four corners. Shalom, 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 my brother Hakar, a GMS South Carolina Midlands branch, back with another listen, another video. And pretty much, man, you know what I'm saying? I was checking out the video from Elder Manat. This video he did uploaded 2 hours ago, the testimony when men move funny. As y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, this Israelite camp right here is from Greenville, South Carolina. And I believe they go up under the banner of GMS. I mean, not GMS. They go up under the banner of Men of Israel. Men of Israel, if I'm not mistaken. Men of Israel is the Israelite camp, the banner that they fall up under. And of course, the Jake that circle, you know what I'm saying, he's a subject matter. He's a subject matter, all right, of this testimony that Elder Manat was going into. And pretty much, man, just giving a little backdrop, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you ain't want me to do a spoiler alert, you know, check the video out for yourself, and which you should check the video out anyway. But anyway, nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, this young Jake right here, you know what I'm saying, pretty much he was on Elder Manat. He was on his comment board, and he wanted to visit Elder Manat camp. And you know, that was like a little red flag, because you know what I'm saying, he mentioned that, you know what I'm saying, he teach, you know, he been in the truth 6 years. And you know what I'm saying, you know, you got all this agent activity that's going on. So of course, you know what I'm saying, you know, we're gonna be circumspect at the end of the day or whatnot, man. You know, we ain't really linking up nobody outside a great millstone, you know, at the end of the day or whatnot. You know, just through prior history, we seen all this agent, you know what I'm saying, activities that's been going on, man. All right, and that's still going on, right? So we have to be circumspect. We ain't letting nobody we don't know close to us at the end of the damn day. We're not giving out our personal information at the end of the day or whatnot, man, because you don't know who's who out here, man. All right, that's just using sound wisdom at the end of the day. Now, in the video, you know what I'm saying, which I'm about to play, I already got it queued up, the 10-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna start at this 9:50 mark, and Elder Manat gonna go into it. And I think like around the 10-minute, 30-minute mark, this young Jake that Elder Manat told on the comment board that it wouldn't be, you know, pretty much, man, it ain't a good time for him to come and visit the camp, you know. You know, maybe you know what I'm saying, maybe a later date or whatever, but it ain't gonna be a good time, man. To be honest with you, man. If you know you're a teacher, you know what I'm saying, you're already in the camp, you've been teaching 6 years, you know, it sounds kind of strange the way you just want to come and you outside a great millstone, and just like the point Elder Manat brought out, you know what I'm saying, like when it was time for you brothers, when went through the spirit of Yahawashi got on Elder Pastor, you know what I'm saying, to give that decree that all the affiliates that's of Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying, y'all can come, you know, first everything in order, do everything decency in order, you know what I'm saying, get up with brothers get with brothers in your region, whatever you from, if you GMS, you know what I'm saying, not GMS, if you men of Israel, you out there in Greenville, you get with brothers of Great Millstone that's close around the surrounding areas, man. You check in, man. You fucking check in, man. At the end of the doggone day or whatnot, man. That's, you know what I'm saying, you do everything in decency and order. You check in and whatnot, you know. So the doors were open for the true affiliates, man. If you was affiliate, you know what I'm saying, you want to be part of Great Millstone, through the spirit of Yahawashi, open that door. And a lot of these guys did not come through the door, man. A lot of these guys, as we found out through the spirit, a lot of these camps, man, they want to do their own damn thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Giving all these double honors at the end of the damn day or whatnot. But these dudes, you know what I'm saying, they didn't want to get in order. That's what the fuck it boils down to. Dudes ain't want to get in order. Dudes want to do what the fuck they want to do at the end of the day. So that door was fucking closed shut, man, through the spirit of Yahawashi. Now, nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, this Jake, he wanted to meet up, you know what I'm saying, with Elder Manat visit their camp and just sit there and just watch those brothers bring the listen out, which was crazy. Because if you just want to sit there and watch us, Man, you can be like everybody else, man. How everybody else watches on fucking YouTube, man. What the hell you wanna, you got like we a goddamn fucking singing group or a fucking rap group where you wanna sit down and eat some fucking popcorn and shit like we fucking performing at the end of the damn day. You know what I'm saying, man? You a teacher, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bringing out nothing that you shouldn't already know, especially if you've been in the truth 6 years. You should be on the level. Everything we bringing out, you should know at the end of the day. So what's the whole point? You trying to link up with us? You know what I'm saying? Just to sit back and just watch us or whatnot, like, and watch us teach. You know what I'm saying? That sound kind of weird, man. All the work, all the work that need to be done in this truth. All right, you know what I'm saying? We got so much topics and so much prophecy to bring out. All this prophecy that's taking place is always something to teach and to edify on. Man, what the hell you got time to be visiting? And like I say, and like Elder brought out, you traveling from Greenville to Myrtle Beach just to listen to brothers, man. That, like I said, man, that ain't even sound right at the end of the day. But nevertheless, man, you know what I'm saying? Why you know what I'm saying? When he went to Myrtle Beach, you know what I'm saying, to try to link up with Elder Manat, first and foremost, man, dude wasn't even on following protocol, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? Elder Manat told him not to come, man. All right, not to visit the camp. At the end of the day, it wasn't a good time to visit the camp, man. At the end of the day, man. So dude wasn't even, he didn't even respect order at the end of the day. So that right there, red flag right there, man. You doing what the fuck you want to do. All right. But nevertheless, I guess you know what I'm saying, when we go in like around the 30-minute mark, you know what I'm saying, the guy, he mentioned that, yeah, I knew the brothers of GMS Midlands, which, like I said, we only met this dude one time, and I'm gonna get into that, man. I'm gonna get into that. But nevertheless, he mentioned our name, he mentioned our camp name that he you know what I'm saying, which we only met the dude one damn time. And then, like I said, man, when we met him, we were, you know what I'm saying, we didn't even know he was part of Israelite camp when we met him. And that was probably like, we talking about maybe 2-3 years ago, about 2-3 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? When we met this guy, and we only met him one damn time, you know what I'm saying? All right. At the end of the day, and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, that one time we pretty much gave him his damn walking papers. That one time we met him at the end of the day, because, you know what I'm saying, he was moving funny with us at the end of the day. But nevertheless, I get into that, man. All right. And that, you know what I'm saying, I'll tell that part of that testimony, you know what I'm saying, how I met this dude or whatnot. But nevertheless, I'm gonna let this video right here play. I'm gonna play it to about maybe the 11-minute mark, and then, you know what I'm saying, I get into my testimony and I bring out a scripture. Here we go.
Recollection I got of that whole camp was that individual that at that time was the head of the camp. Anyway, I didn't say this to this brother, but I through talking to him, I learned that he'd been in the truth for 6 years. Okay. So to make a long story short, what I wound up doing was I just told him, I said, well, look, he said, well, I just want to meet you brothers and this, that. So what we did was I told the brother to come closer. We saluted, right? Kind of shook hands. We greeted, as Israelites, And after that, I sent the young man on his way. I went ahead and dismissed him and told him, look, we about to start up camp, but maybe another time. And I could see that he went away. He was kind of disappointed or whatever, but you know what? You got to learn how to take instructions. You got to move. And that's why I read that all things be done decently and in order. And he also told me, too, that he had met, I don't know if he said he fellowshipped or if he said he met the brothers from GMS Midlands camp, the South Carolina Midlands camp.
And you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, he met us. And that's true. He did meet us. And that was one time, but I get into that. But go ahead.
Now, all them brothers, they got my phone numbers. Them brothers, we close-knit here in the Carolinas and in all GMS. So if that brother wanted to come to the camp, the answer probably would have still been no, but he could at least contacted them brothers, got them to contact me, or he could have reached out to the Charlotte brothers and got a hold of me through that. Or he could have just came on the comment board in advance or whatever, got his camp leader or somebody. One thing you don't do, you don't just show up at the camp, especially after you've been told no. I declined having that individual come to our camp, and he wound up showing up anyway. And like I said, he showed up, no garment. He didn't even have a garment, in a bag or nothing. He just showed up with his Bible, and I'm like, what was that all about,
See, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, y'all definitely check out the rest of this listing right here. All right, Elder Manat Zatbach going into his testimony. You know what I'm saying? When men move funny at the end of the day. Now, this Jake, Now this Jake right here, like I said, you know, I'm just circled with the green garment on. Now how I met him, how I came across this dude right here. Now where I work at, you know what I'm saying? I make deliveries and what have you. So, you know what I'm saying? I made deliveries to his aunt. You know what I'm saying? He has an aunt that, you know what I'm saying, I make deliveries to at the end of the day. And we, you know, we got me and his aunt, you know what I'm saying? We got a good, you know what I'm saying? We got a good working relationship at the end of the day. And when I met his aunt told me that, hey, my nephew, all right, my nephew, you know, he watches your videos. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like thrown off because I was like, damn, that came out of nowhere. He watched my videos, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as men of the Lord, you know, we be on our Clark Kent, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm playing dumb with her or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what you talking about? Watching my videos? What are you talking about? He's like, nah, he said, my nephew, he watches your videos a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I think, you know what I'm saying? And he, I don't know what videos you do, but I think he told me you be out there and y'all be teaching out of the Bible. I think that's a good thing. You know, you got young brothers out there that's teaching out of the Bible. So many things y'all could be getting into, but y'all teaching out the Bible, I think that's a positive thing. I think more young brothers should be doing that, right? I said, okay, all right, that's cool. Okay. I said, that's what's up. Now, at the time, you know, when his aunt was talking, you know what I'm saying, telling me about her, you know what I'm saying, her, you know what I'm saying, her nephew or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wasn't up under the perception that he was already part of Israelite camp. Now, what wound up happening, you know what I'm saying, the gentleman, I guess, you know what I'm saying, his aunt, she went back and told him that, you know what I'm saying, she talked with me and informed me that, you know, he watches our videos and what have you. So, you know what I'm saying, so he came on our comment board and he was trying to get in contact with us, you know what I'm saying. Of course, you know, we didn't give out our personal information because we still don't know this brother. Even though I know your aunt, I don't know you, all right? I don't know what time you on at the end of the day or whatnot. So I ain't giving out my personal information at the end of the day. So we was pretty much, you know, communicating, you know what I'm saying, on a comment board or whatnot. He come on our comment board and communicate with us. And, you know, he wanted, you know, he communicated with us and asking us, you know, where, you know what I'm saying, where we're going to be at, where we're going to be teaching at this weekend. You know what I'm saying? This right here was like maybe 2-3 years ago. What I'm speaking of is 2-3 weeks ago. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he came to our camp. We were teaching in Sumter. South Carolina. So, you know, he came to Sumter, South Carolina. He, you know what I'm saying? He came, you know what I'm saying? He stayed, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much he was on the other side. And, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the whole camp, he was there for the whole camp at the end of the day. So, you know, after camp, man, we built with him. And he seemed like he was a cool Jake at the end of the day. And in the conversation when we was talking with them, we was, you know, of course, you know, we asking questions, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find out, you know, hey, so how do you find out about the Hebrew Israelites? You know what I'm saying? You know, and how long, you know, when did you find out that you was a Hebrew Israelite? You know, when did you, you know what I'm saying? Who was you watching? You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you came across Great Millstone and everything of that nature, right? So, you know, he informed us in the conversation that he was like, you know, I've been watching for, you know what I'm saying? At that time, he probably been in the truth, because it's about 2-3 years ago. So he probably been in the truth maybe like 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years at that time. Now, I found that out, you know what I'm saying? All of us found that out, you know what I'm saying, after camp. So, you know, we built with that Jake probably about a good 25 minutes we built with him, you know what I'm saying? And when he informed me that, you know what I'm saying, he was teaching in Greenville, South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know whether or not he mentioned the Hebrew Israelite camp, you know what I'm saying, Men of Israel. I don't remember him mentioning the name of the camp. Only thing, you know, he mentioned that he knew he was Hebrew Israelite and he got brothers and they be out there, they be teaching too. I said, okay, that's cool. That's what's up. All right. And, you know, we left it at that. I left it at that. I said, okay. I said, man, nice meeting you at the end of the day or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know what I'm saying? So we left it at that. So, you know, we dismissed the brother, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, you know what I'm saying? I remember at the time, the Elders Apostles, you know what I'm saying? They made a decree that anybody that's not part of Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying, like the affiliates, you know what I'm saying, we ain't building with. We not building with anybody outside of Great Millstone, because we had a time the way the doors was open, you know what I'm saying, for the affiliates to come on in. And, you know, you had guys that were pussyfooting. You had guys that was fucking faking and shit, acting like they giving double honors. But when Yahawashi gave the opportunity to open the doors for y'all to cross over and then, you know, and check in with brothers of your, you know what I'm saying, whatever region you from, to check in with those brothers of Great Millstone, you know, a lot of you dudes, y'all punked out, man. A lot of y'all dudes show y'all fucking true colors at the end of the damn day or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, the younger Jake, the younger Jake, what he did, probably like, like I said, when we met him at the camp, he probably communicated with us probably like a month or maybe 2 or 3 months later down the road. And when he communicated with the younger brother of the camp, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't get the brother give my information or anything of that nature. So he was communicating with the youngest brother of the camp. So, the younger brother, Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying? He told me that, the brother, wanted to know, was it okay for him and, some of the members of his camp to come down and watch us, to build with us and watch us, teach. And I was like, man, I said, you know what? I said, man, that ain't gonna be no good idea, because I said, the Elders Apostles, man, already gave that decree. Anybody outside of, Great Millstone, if you outside of Great Millstone, we ain't really got no dealings with, man. We ain't unified with, and it ain't gonna be no good idea for you to sit there, sit back and just listen to us teach. Like, I thought that was kind of weird any damn way. I was like, man, dude, doing too goddamn much. What the hell y'all want to come all the way down here just to listen to us teach, bro? I said, we teaching the same doctrine. Y'all go out there and teach where y'all from in Greenville, South Carolina, man. Y'all teach out there. So, and that's what I told Yahawashi. I said, man, pass that message to that younger brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, no offense or anything of that nature, but we following protocol, man. Those apostles gave a decree, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you had too much, like I said, too much agent activity was fucking going on at the end of the damn day. And like I said, when we met him the first time, and we only met him one damn time, and when we met him, we was under perception that, he was a Jake that's waking up to this truth. We didn't even know he was part of an Israelite camp. We didn't know that he was already teaching. We didn't find that out, like I said, till we met him. And that was after camp, after we finished teaching and whatnot, and we build with him. And like I said, no more than like 20, 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So when Yahawashi, when he gave me the report, that the young brother, he wanted to come down, to the Sumter, and bring some other brothers. I'm like, man, I don't even know the dudes that you bring in here, they're bringing with you. I don't know them dudes that you bring in, and I don't even know you that damn well, to be honest with you, man. We only met you one damn time. I don't even know you that well. I don't know what time y'all dudes on at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, we being circumspect, and not only that, man, we following orders, man. We following orders like apparently he don't know how to follow orders, man. This dude, Elder Manat told him not to even come down to the camp, and he came any goddamn way. So he ain't even listening to the instructions, to the protocol Elder Manat gave him. So, So that, like I said, that was a red flag right there. Dudes doing what the fuck they want to do. But anyway, when I passed that word, that message back to them, let them know that no, that ain't gonna be no good idea. Y'all go out there, y'all teach in y'all area, man. Y'all teach out there in Greenville, man. I say the spirit of Yahawashi, if he say otherwise, hey, he wants to come together, we'll come together. Now at that time, I don't think that Elders Apostles gave a decree that, to the the affiliates, that if, hey, y'all following Great Millstone, the true affiliates, hey, they follow that protocol. That was before that decree came out. So, and not looking back, I was like, well, damn, y'all following Great Millstone, why y'all didn't check in with, Greenville? Hell, that's right there by Charlotte. It's closer to Charlotte than it's closer to us. Sumter, closer, Myrtle Beach. Y'all closer to doggone Charlotte. So why you ain't checking with, with the brothers from Charlotte or whatnot? When the Elders Apostles gave that decree, when El Pastor Hart, through the spirit of Yahawashi, gave that decree that, hey, if you want to be part of Great Millstone, and you following Great Millstone, hey, check in, man. All right, with brothers, that's in your region, man, in which they didn't do. So that's another goddamn red flag at the end of the day. So really, after I gave that decree, after I told, Yahawashi to pass that word on down to this young brother that, there ain't gonna be no damn good idea for y'all to come back and visit our camp. Ain't no need for y'all to visit our camp. Y'all do your own thing in Greenville. That pretty much was the last dealings, last conversation, and, to be honest with you, with that dude or whatnot, So we didn't have any more dealings after that with that Jake, But like I said, that stood out to me and whatnot. Then when I watched the video of Elder Manat, that just let me know even more clear that, hey man, this dude ain't right, bro. This dude ain't right. You know what I'm saying? The spirit kind of like, I really was kind of like shaky on dude any damn way. You know what I'm saying? Now I wasn't shaky on him when I first met him. I wasn't shaky on him when I first met him. When I first, you know what I'm saying, as a camp, when we first met dude, you know, he seemed like he was a cool ass Jake, man. Brothers had liked him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, he cool Jake. But then when he came out and let us know that, you know what I'm saying, he was already part of a Hebrew Israelite camp, you know what I'm saying? That kind of like, you know, made us alert right there. So you already part of Israelite camp and you coming all the way down here to visit us. Why you ain't out there with your camp and y'all pushing the word where y'all at? And then, you know what I'm saying, maybe like, you know what I'm saying, a couple of weeks later, you know what I'm saying, you know, he was hollering at Yerumya. He communicated with Yerumya talking about, hey, is it all right? Is it all right if me and a couple of members of my camp come down and watch y'all brothers or whatnot teach? I was like, man, I thought that was kind of strange as hell. I was like, hell fucking nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, it's just spirit of discerning. I like, nah, man. What the hell y'all want to watch us for, man? Y'all do the work where y'all at, bro. We don't even know y'all dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never met none of y'all. And to be honest with you, I wasn't trying to meet none of y'all, to be honest with you. You're not trying to be mean, nothing like that. Like I said, you know, just, you know what I'm saying, I ain't been in the truth that damn long, man. I've been in the truth a little season. And I've been in the truth, you know what I'm saying, 10 years, man. 10 years going on 11, man. 10 years, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a short time. And in my 10 years, man, I done met a lot of fuck niggas, you know what I'm saying, that came in this truth, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of fuck niggas, man, who we thought was brothers, and they turned out to be nothing but fucking big ass fucking demons and shit at the end of the damn day. You know what I'm saying? Backbiters, man. Niggas that was, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that wasn't fucking right, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we done came across too many niggas that try to cross us, you know, in the past. So we be very circumspect or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, especially the time that we're in, just through experience or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be nice to every fucking body. You can't open up to every fucking body, man. Because Jake will shit on you. Jake will finesse you. At the end of the day, you don't know what niggas' intentions are. At the end of the day, niggas be on all kind of agent activity at the end of the day. But nevertheless, man, that was my testimony with that Jake, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bring out this one scripture here, all right? This one scripture here, and that was our testimony. And like I said, that was our last dealing with old boy. And like I said, if they really was followers, you know what I'm saying, they really was about to work, and they really talking about they giving double honors to the Elders Apostles, and they followed Great Millstone, where when the time came in, when the doors were open through the spirit of Yahawashi for y'all to join Great Millstone, hell, y'all refused, man. So they let us know, man, y'all dudes on y'all own. Y'all was on some other time, bro. Y'all didn't respect order at the end of the day. Y'all want to do things that y'all want to do because you coming part of Great Millstone. You ain't doing what the fuck you want to do, man. All right, we moving the spirit of Yahawashi over here at Great Millstone, and there's order and there's protocol at the end of the day. You can't move how the fuck you want to move. Do what the fuck you want to do. All right, you know. All right, we about action. Great Millstone is a camp of action, camp of order, and a camp of action and being active, doing the work, man. At the end of the day, man, you ain't moving on your own fucking accord, doing your own damn thing how you want to fucking do it, man. There's order. That's why Yahawashi set up the Elders Apostles, the Elder Bishops, Elder Brothers on down here, the camps on down, man. All right, it is order, man. All right. Now, this right here, Matthew 9:37, it says, then saith he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few, man. Talking about this truth, doing the work, man. Doing the work, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? All right, the harvest truly is plenteous, man. It's plenty work to fucking do, man. Plenty work to damn do, man. All right, ain't no time to be visiting, taking field. You do want to take field trips and shit. What you want to watch brothers for any damn way, bro? We ain't no fucking celebrities, man. We not no fucking celebrities at the end of the damn day. All right, we ain't your entertainment where you can just go ahead and eat you a damn box of, eating damn box of popcorn and shit or whatnot, man. All right, you know, at the end of the day, Shalom, Khan, yeah, that's right, brother. Man, do the work, brother. Y'all supposed to be, you following Great Millstone. Push the doctrine. Push the doctrine, bro. Push the truth. All right, it's plenty. I'm pretty sure in Greenville, like, hey, man, y'all got plenty of work to do up there in Greenville. Like, we got plenty of work to do here in Midlands as brothers doing around the four corners at the end of the day, man. All right, we ain't got time to take no fucking field trip. Just be looking in brother faces and shit or whatnot. That's weird as hell, man. That's weird as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, that make you think, boy. Make you think or whatnot, man. Like, damn, what these dudes on, man? What time these dudes on? Dude ain't following no order, no instructions. The elder told you specifically, You know, it ain't gonna be a good time to come, you know what I'm saying, come and visit his camp. You know what I'm saying? A good time. Just pretty much, man, teach out there where you at in Greenville. And what this dude did. He did a polar opposite, man. All right, showing you that, you know what I'm saying, he disobedient. Showing you that he can't follow order, can't follow simple instructions. You can't follow simple instructions or whatnot. I can't trust you with small things. How the fuck I can trust you with big things, bro? All right, end of the day, okay? Like they say, the first impression is the last impression of a person, man. Okay? But finishing up verse 38, pray ye therefore the Lord Yahawashi of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. And that we're supposed to be doing, supposed to be laboring, doing the work. And too much work to be done, too much work need to be done, then you want to take time out to be visiting damn brothers and shit, man. While you visiting, bro, you could have been teaching, man. You could have been goddamn teaching, doing you some videos, doing you some lessons, edifying Jake out here, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot you should be feeding the flock, man. All right, Jake got to get fed out here, man. All right, you know, ain't no time to be taking no fucking field trips, man. This ain't what this truth is about at the end of the day, bro. All right, I tell you, boy, but man, yeah, man, I just wanted to give, you know what I'm saying, you know, that quick testimony, you know what I'm saying, because that Jake, you know what I'm saying, we dealt with that one time, and you know what I'm saying, that second time when he communicated with us and wanting to bring his whole camp and shit or whatnot, him and his camp want to take a field trip to visit us and listen to us. We was like, nah, man, you know, through the spirit, nah, hell nah, man, they ain't even sound right at the end of the day. And then plus, y'all ain't even Great Millstone, man. So, you know, the decree and the protocol already went out. You know what I'm saying? Now, unlike him, he don't follow orders. He don't follow instructions. We follow order over here at Great Millstone, man. All right. But nevertheless, man, that was my quick testimony, man. You know what I'm saying? Of our encounter with that young Jake at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I to be honest with you, man, the judgment's still out on that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the judgment's still out on that brother, man. Nevertheless, man. But like I said, we moving on, man. We moving on, man. At the end of the day, man. All right. But, you know, that's my testimony. I'd rock the Zot. You know what I'm saying? I pray and I hope, you know what I'm saying, that it was edifying. All right, you know, and, you know, I put some context behind that, you know. But nevertheless, man, you don't want to say shalom, shalom to the full. Shalom.